Anywhere behind wherever you like. Or are you? Yeah. Okay. If you are, if you will delegate.
Everybody please rise as the cortege comes in. You may be seated. Before I start, I'd like to ask everyone to silence the mobile phones, please. Dear graduates, honored guests, online guests, colleagues and students, good afternoon. Welcome to IHE Delft Institute of Water Education graduation and closing ceremony of the academic period 2022-2023. We just heard Swagatan Chakraborty, who performed a known improvisation. Thank you very much. Dear graduates, I'm so happy to celebrate this event with you. As IHE Delft and as Alumni Relation Officer, I warmly welcome you to the alumni community. Congratulations. Today, you will receive your diplomas. This is a recognition of your hard work. Well done. In the past 12 months, you have increased your professional skills and knowledge. You have expanded your worldview. You arrived 1 year ago. You left your countries, your families, your friends. You arrived in Delft and you met many new people from all over the world. They were all strangers. You share classes and work in groups, and you share many experiences together. And most of all, you learn from one each other. You are now a richer person. You look the world with different eyes. Your mind has expanded. These strangers are now your close friends for the rest of your life. Congratulations. As of today, you are part of IHE Delft alumni community, one of the biggest networks of water professionals in the world. It includes more than 25,000 people from more than 200 countries. This is a privilege. I encourage you to reach out to alumni in your country, your region, in your work, at conferences, etc. The alumni form a valuable network. Enjoy its benefits and help them by being a very active alumnus or alumna. As alumni, you will benefit from lifelong learning and networking opportunities. Use them. We have a full program today. There will be speeches, more performances, and of course, the moment so many of you have been waiting for, the awarding ceremony. Now, I invite Professor Eddie Morse, IHE Delft rector, to the stage to give his opening address. Eddie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maria Laura. And I would like to start by welcoming everybody. I would like to welcome His Excellency, the Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management of the Netherlands, Excellency, the ambassadors, but I think maybe even more important today, family, friends, colleagues, but of course all the people that worked quite hard the last year and now sitting here waiting to get their final proof that they passed the year as well and that they can return to the family and friends. So I would like to thank already family and friends that we were allowed to borrow every one of you for 1 year. And I hope that we give them back in a good shape and that you will enjoy their presence again. I think this is a very memorable day, not only for you, but also for us. I must say that when I wake up in the morning, I always listen to the news on the radio, and sometimes I get a little bit disappointed, and maybe that also overcomes you. I had hoped actually that we were facing so many challenges in the form of natural disasters that we didn't need any more man-made disasters and conflicts, but unfortunately those are also there. So I think it's also good to realize that we would like to see and also remember the people that are in a difficult situation. And in some cases, we can do something about it. And I think one of the nice things is that as far as we are concerned, water, in most cases, is actually a reason to have cooperation instead of creating a conflict. That is a bit of a challenge, and that's why I think it's also quite important that we have you here and that you will help us working at that. And that is that with the present situations changing in the form of population density increase, but also because of climate change, where we see more and more floods, droughts, and other disasters, that this pressure on water resources is increasing. So increasing pressure also means that in most cases, the risk of having a conflict is also increasing. And that's where we need you. We need you to think about and help and to develop new ideas, but also to implement on what you have learned, to see how we can overcome and prevent those conflicts ending up in a violent conflict. And I think there are possibilities there. But like I said, it's a challenge and not easy to achieve. I think that one of the most important parts is that what we would like to achieve is actually the improvement of the quality of life. And like I said, and I think that's clear for you, after being a year at IHE Delft, that water is one of the most important building blocks to get that. We work on poverty, we can work on health, we can work on energy, can work on food. All of those, they need water in one way or another way, or they impact water. So also that part is important, because then the next user may have to change something before he or she is able to use water again. So what I think that we need in all those efforts is that we also need to work in partnerships. Working, for example, on energy or health means that you also reach out to people working in that sector, and together with them you come up with solutions. But also at the smaller level that's happening. So in a village or in a community where you share waters, you also would like to reach out and to be able together to come to solutions how you can best use water and how you can share it. So I hope with what you have learned at IHE Delft that you do that, but also to give you one of the examples about how important partnerships are. I'm quite happy that today, besides giving a speech to you, the Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management will also sign an MOU between IHE Delft, the ministry, and Rijkswaterstaat. And I think that's a demonstration of a partnership that is important on how you can collaborate to improve things in the water sector. Now, we as IHE Delft are also reaching out to you, and that's also one of the reasons why I'm quite happy to have quite some delegates from different countries here in this church, to look if we can strengthen this partnership, and through this partnership we can also improve the existence of water, the presence of water, the availability of water, and through that, like I said, poverty, but also in general, say, the quality of life. I would like to ask the Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management to come on the podium here, and I would like to hand over the microphone to him, not before mentioning that I'm quite happy that the Minister managed to come here, but also that he has a very busy schedule. So unfortunately, he will have to leave after the signing of the MOU. So I would like to excuse him already for the fact that he will have to leave after that ceremony. Minister, Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to everyone, family, friends, staff of IHE Delft, and of course, the graduates. This is a very special occasion for you all. After a year of hard work, your families will, I'm sure, be happy to see you come home again. And your teachers will be sad and proud to see you go. In this past year, you've learned a lot of new things, made new friends, and perhaps cultivated new ambitions too. You are the class of 2023, a group of young people from 46 different countries, with different cultures, backgrounds, and languages. You've studied together, lived together, eaten together, inspired each other, and hopefully partied together. Now it's time to go your own separate ways again, to spread your wings and go out into the world. And that world needs you more than ever. It needs your ideas and your determination to treat water better. I found it heartening to read your motivations. Tewabe Kebede Ayalu from Ethiopia, for instance, looking at the rapid population growth and economic development in his country, saw a huge water challenge. He wrote, and I quote, "I will work to develop an optimization strategy for sustainable use of the water resources my country has." Juan Felipe Hernandez Arredondo from Colombia wants to have a positive impact on the management of the water supply and sanitation, not only in Colombia, but in whole of Latin America. That's the spirit. Or, for instance, Salma Inan from Egypt. She wants to tackle the lack of awareness of the value of water in Egyptian communities. That's why Salma wants to take part in important strategic decisions related to water management and governance in her country. These are all great ambitions, and I'm very sorry that I can't reflect on the other 113 motivations, but they all matter just as much. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is crying out for new water managers and water leaders. Professionals with technical knowledge as well as soft skills, like getting people to support their ideas, setting up a water program, taking an integrated approach to water issues, being a leader. Because water is not a single issue. Taking a better approach to water will also result in better public health, greater food security, more livable cities, more resilient industry, and more sustainable economic growth. In other words, water is crucial for life. Fortunately, water as a cross-cutting issue is receiving more attention worldwide. A good example of this was the UN Water Conference held in March this year. It was only the second UN conference on water in almost 50 years. And the Netherlands was very proud to co-host this conference. I know some of you were there, alongside nearly 10,000 other participants from all over the world. And I can still feel the positive energy that was generated. The conference delivered concrete results in the form of the Water Action Agenda, with more than 800 commitments of different types and magnitudes. Together, they are a promising and concrete agenda that will drive our efforts in the years ahead. And it's not only the number of commitments that impresses me, but also their diversity. We're talking about commitments pledged by a wide range of actors, governments, NGOs, companies, and universities, in a wide range of areas like agriculture, health, climate change, industry, households. This proves that water is not a single issue. Water is a connector, linking many sectors and all aspects of life. The world has reached a turning point. The UN Water Conference laid solid foundations for a substantial change in the way we understand, value, and manage water. And we need this change more than ever. It's clear from the SDG 6 synthesis report that a business-as-usual approach will not be sufficient to achieve the global goals by 2030. So I was very happy to hear that the United Nations will be holding 2 more water conferences. The first one will be held in 2026. The main thing now is to translate all the commitments and ambitions into concrete actions. And that's where you come in. As a graduate of IHE Delft Institute for Water Education, you're very well qualified to make a valuable contribution to this effort. And I'm very proud that we have such a renewed institute in the Netherlands. Some 23,000 graduates have gone before you. A huge alumni network, a worldwide water community. And it's interesting to see what they're doing now. Yogadishwar Buran from Nepal, for instance, is currently working as a water, sanitation and hygiene specialist in Ukraine, ensuring that displaced people have access to safe water services. Pablo Berrechatua from Argentina was appointed chair of the Global Water Partnership, a worldwide action network in 179 countries. And Joy Reyungo from Kenya established the Sanitation Research Institute at Meru University of Science and Technology and serves as its director. After this ceremony, you will also be part of this alumni network, ready to add your own stories to it, ready to put water at the center of our decision-making for a safer, healthier, and more prosperous world. And I hope to hear a lot more from you, and I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Finally, I would like to thank everyone at IHE Delft. The Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management has been working together with this outstanding educational institution for 20 years now. And today, we're renewing our cooperation for another 6 years. It has grown into a partnership of equals. We're true partners in strengthening international knowledge about water management in the broadest sense. I'm very happy with our cooperation, and we're looking forward to the next 6 years. It gives me great pleasure to sign our MOU. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Havers, for the inspiring speech. Thank you very much. After so many uplifting and motivating words, we are ready for another musical interlude by Win and Shanetta, who will play the song A Million Dreams. Please, Win and Shanetta, welcome to the stage.
First of all, we have very little time, so please. I close my eyes and I can see the world waiting up for me that I call my own. For the world we're gonna make. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Big, big applause. Now I would like to invite to the stage Ms. Andrea Camargo Holguin from Colombia, and after, Ms. Nikita Purki from India. They are graduating students and former members of the Student Association Board. They will give this year the student address. Please, Andrea, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed professors, dear fellow graduates. As we are here today, on the brink of completing our master program in water and sustainable development, we find ourselves at the intersection of knowledge and transformation. We embark on this journey as an individual, representing 45 countries. Each brings unique experience, culture, and aspiration. And now, as we come to the end of this charter, we live not only as a water professional, but as a global community of change makers. IHE became a place of belonging for many of us for a year. It started with a warm greeting of Monique and Connie. The attentive restaurant staff who feed us and ensure everyone had options regardless of our preference. And in the evening, just as the clock marked 8 p.m., our dear Erwin would gently remind us of the approaching of the end of the day, encouraging us to wind down and prepare for well-deserved rest. The master program in water and sustainable development was not just an academic pursuit, but an opportunity of personal and collective growth. We came here with a shared purpose, to gain the knowledge and skill to tackle the pressing water challenge of our time. But this year was about much more than lectures and exams. It was about our mind's evolution, our horizon expansion, and the solidification of our spirit. In this diverse group of 140 students, we learn from our professor and from each other. Our professor guide us academic journey, sharing their expertise, challenging and inspiring us. We discover the power of collaboration and strength in unity, transcending the language and culture barriers. When in this world, we truly become the generation of the change. We learn resilience in the face of challenge, empathy for the struggles of others, and the value of teamwork in achieving our goals. Our victories become collective triumph, and our setbacks were met with unwavering peer support. It is a testament to our shared commitment that we stand here today, not just as an individuals who pursued a master, but as a family to support one another through every obstacle. Our journey was full of cultural exchange, celebration, and pure joy. Whether it was the colorful festivities of Holi, or the Hema tattoo for the Eid Mubarak, or the heartwarming Christmas celebration in the Latin way, where we share our food as we become and make long-lasting friendship. We prove that unity is not the absence of difference, but the recognition of our shared humanity. As we look in the mirror and say, I did it, I'm proud of myself, let's remember that we didn't do it alone. We did it all together as a community. Today, I want to express my immense pride in every one of you. For those who left their home to follow their passion for water, for those who sacrificed their belongings, and for those who conquered the language barrier. Your determination and resilience inspire us all. And for those among us who might be facing challenges, remember that obstacles are the stepping stone to greatness. And we are here to support you every step of the way. As we step out of this door, let us carry us the knowledge we gain and the value we cultivate. Remember that we are, first and foremost, humans with profound capacity to serve and make a difference. Let us extend our passion for water sustainable to the border world, and may our actions reflect the depth of our commitment. I would like to finish by reminding you that dreams come true if we are determined and work hard for them. The world is waiting for the positive impact of each of us can make. I believe that you will achieve everything you step out to do. I may win the knowledge, skills, and personal growth for this program. Congratulations, fellow graduates, in this remarkable achievement. The journey of our challenge has only just begun, and I am excited to see the transformation impact you will have on the world. Thank you for being a part of this incredible chapter in our life.
Thank you very much, Andrea. I invite to the stage Ms. Nikita Purti from India, also former member of the Student Association Board, for the second student address. Nikita, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I've been told that I just had 5 minutes to speak today, and given what an eventful year this has been, it's definitely challenging. As I turn 30 at the end of this evening, I've been reflecting a lot on how this year has transformed me, and the emotions I've been feeling since the past week are quite overwhelming. I remember when I was in two minds about leaving my home country, my job to pursue this master's at IHE, and I was consistently told by my friends I had no idea how fulfilling this experience was going to be. And standing here today, I can confidently say that this was indeed the best decision of my life. Representing the first batch of one-year MSc Water and Sustainable Development has been an absolute honor. And it makes me feel immensely blessed and grateful to have been around the most resilient, hardworking, smart, and caring people from around the world who are on a very promising path of becoming the global water leaders of the future. In a span of less than a year, we got to experience everything at the speed of 1.5x compared to the previous batches. And we should be proud of how we made the most of this limited time together. This year was also difficult for a lot of us in many ways, but I want us all to reminisce the happy memories and the bonds we made together whenever we look back and recall our time at IHE. This is essentially why the SAB and the yearbook team have put in a lot of time, effort, and hard work into a little project of ours. Presenting to you the IHE yearbook, the first of its kind, ready in time just like we all wanted. Thank you for supporting this project and all of your contributions. This is a present from us to you for making this 1 year the most memorable experience of a lifetime. You can collect your yearbooks after you take your diplomas and step down the stairs, so yeah. When IHE designed this one-year program, they envisioned the graduates as the future water leaders who would go on to lead and tackle the global water challenges around the world. Experiencing this whole year with each one of you, within and outside of IHE, listening to your stories, your experiences, the way you spoke up for your colleagues, and the support systems that we all established amongst ourselves, I can proudly say that the batch of 2022-23, each one of us have got what it takes to become an inspirational water leader. Water leaders who know when to lead, but also know when to follow. Water leaders who are obedient, but also know when to protest. Water leaders who are prudent, but also know when to advocate. Water leaders who are team players, but also do not lose their individuality. Water leaders who have strong values, but also know when to challenge them. Water leaders who are firm, but also know when to meander, just like the river does. I hope these words stay with us and a reminder of how we are all capable of leading a change in the world out there. Before I close, I have a big list of thank yous to everyone at IHE who made this year worthwhile. Firstly, a big thank you to my fellow SAB representatives, Shevar, Andrea, and Anna, for understanding what our role as student body representatives entailed and standing up for the students at every juncture. For supporting my ambitious vision for the year and entertaining all our last-minute requests, I want to thank the colleagues at the Social Cultural Office, the Communication Office, the Repro, the IT, and the Rectorate. A big thank you to the yearbook team and the networking committee for being patient with my ideas and executing them. And finally, a big thank you to all of my dearest friends and colleagues at IHE for their love, support, attention, and care. I truly appreciate all of you. Wishing everyone graduating today and in the coming days a very big congratulations. As heard from a close friend, bidding adieu is difficult, but to move forward, change is essential. Thank you again. Have a nice rest of the evening.
Thank you, Andrea and Nikita, for the insightful remarks. Now, finally, the time has arrived. We are about to start the diploma awarding ceremony. But first, a word for the graduates. When you come to the stage, please stand between your professor and your track coordinator. Then, pose with your diploma and wait for the photographer to take your picture. I will call each of you on a stage, and you will go from that side. When you leave the stage, you will receive a token of appreciation that we invite you to wear for the final group picture. Without further ado, we will start the ceremony with the awarding of the thematic track on water, food, and energy students. I would like to ask the program manager, Laszlo Heide, and Professor Charlotte de Freiture, IHE Delft, Vice Rector, and Professor of Hydrology Engineering for Land and Water Development on stage. Ensuring that all people have access to the food, energy, and water they need is one of the world's biggest challenges now and in the future. Students in the food, energy, and water track examine water-related linkages between food and low-carbon energy production. They consider both integrated and disciplinary approaches for land and water management in the broader context of global and local land and water reforms, and they learn how these approaches related to the technological and economic opportunities, and how to safeguard the environment and social justice while using them. We would like to start inviting to the stage a student, Abdelmuttalib from Morocco. Ahmed from Sudan. Ashaba from Uganda. Asi from Lebanon. Ajelu from Ethiopia. Bahakim from Yemen. El Nur from Sudan. Gatluak from South Sudan. Kolabole from Nigeria. Kuturi Idimana from Niger. Thank you, Professor De Fraiture. I'll call on stage Margaret Zwartefijn, Professor of Water Governance. I invite on stage a student, Mr. Lavena from Italy. Mr. Masai from Tanzania. Ms. Mohammed from Sudan. Mr. Ogbanga from Uganda. Mr. Omotonoko Sianzo from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Mr. Olia from Iran. Mr. Suda from Kenya. Ms. Taranam from India. Ms. Thiago from Burkina Faso. And Mr. Wilson from Jamaica. Thank you, Laszlo and Professor Swartefijn. For the thematic track in Water Hazards, Risk and Climate, I call on the stage Coordinator William Verbeek and Ross Ranasinghe, Professor of Climate Change Impacts and Coastal Risk. Climate change is causing water hazards and risk, and the world needs to adapt. Students in the Water Hazard Risk and Climate track have focused on three components. They have described and qualified spatio-temporal climate risk. They have developed fit-for-purpose adaptation pathways and associated measures. And they have defined appropriate approaches in governance, engineering, and information. The students learn about water-sensitive cities, climate adaptation politics, water conflicts and financing, drought and flood management, and about sea level rise and coastal adaptation in rapidly urbanizing deltas. I invite on stage Mr. Adeli Soleimanarabi from Iran. Mr. Ahieman from Ghana. Mr. Akbar Sadana from Indonesia. Ms. Aliferetti from Fiji. Mr. Al-Bashat from Jordan. Mr. Bassa from Yemen. Miss Debbie from Fiji. Miss Elesi from Egypt. Mr. Hernández Arredondo from Colombia. Mr. Hirba from Rwanda. Mr. Hussain Rashid from Maldives. Miss John from United States of America. Mr. Kalafala from Sudan. And Miss Lu from Guyana. Thank you, William and Professor Rana Singh. I call on stage Professor Ioana Popescu, Profile Coordinator of Digital Innovation and Hydroinformatics, and Chris Sabenbergen, Professor of Flow Resilience and of Urban Systems. I invite on stage a student, Miss Mohamed from Sudan. Mr. Mohamed from Sudan. Mr. Musa from Egypt. Mr. Mugoto from Zimbabwe. Mr. Nasser from Egypt. Mr. Opuru from Kenya. Miss Patterson from United States of America. Miss Reyes Castillo from Peru. Mr. Salim from Maldives. Miss Tira from Mali. Miss Thomas from India. Miss Tuikunde from Rwanda. And Miss Umotoni from Rwanda. Thank you, Professors Popesco and Seibenbergen. For the thematic track in Water and Health, I call on stage Coordinator Konstantina Belkushanova and Professor of Water Treatment Technology Maria Kennedy. Safe water and sanitation are key to public and environment health, and they are human rights. Students in this track have engaged with the links between water and health. They learn how drinking water provision and sanitation implementation are related to human health, urbanization, the environment, climate change, human behavior, and crisis. They learn to evaluate, develop, design, and manage sanitation or drinking water provision. This includes the treatment and reuse of water, as well as the transport and distribution. Students also learn about broader technological, socioeconomic, and public health issues, including management and governance. I invite on stage a student, Mr. Adam from Somalia. Ms. Campolira from Uganda. Ms. Ayat from Uganda. Miss Camargo Holguín from Colombia. Mr. Kanogura from Uganda. Miss Cedeño Villarreal from Colombia. Miss Cohen from Jamaica. Miss Demna from Bangladesh. Miss Fernando from Sri Lanka. Miss Fonseca Acosta from Colombia. Miss Frimpong from Ghana. Mr. Hadi from Sudan. Mr. Ton from Myanmar. Miss Shine from India. Mr. Korobe from Uganda. Mr. Kumar from Fiji. Miss Kiarikunda from Uganda. And Mr. Maya from Zimbabwe. Thank you, Professor Kennedy. I call on stage Damir Brajanovic, Professor of Citywide Inclusive Sanitation. I invite on stage a student, Ms. Metekon Duanla from Cameroon. Mr. Mirindi Bisiribinja from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Ms. Mohamed from Kenya. Ms. Montenegro Izaguirre from Nicaragua. Mr. Moreno Álvarez from Ecuador. Mr. Mujabe from Uganda. Mr. Mbeso from Malawi. Ms. Nanosi from Uganda. Ms. Nisar from Maldives. Mr. Nokoma from Zambia. Mr. Ofori from Ghana. Ms. Purti from India. Mr. Roncarati Vilela from Italy. Mr. Rose from Jamaica. Mr. Safi from Afghanistan. Ms. Sibo from Zambia. Mr. Tabakoli Gargari from Iran. Okay. And Mr. Tetero from the Netherlands. Thank you, Konstantina and Professor Verjanovic. Last but not least, we have arrived at the awarding of the thematic track on water resources and ecosystem health. I would like to invite the profile coordinator of environment, Konstantina Katsano, and professor of hydrology, Graham Jewett, on stage. Healthy ecosystems are the basis for health, well-being, and sustainability. Students in this track learn about the movement of water through the landscape, and they learn how to apply this knowledge to support sustainable management of the river basins. They studied interlinkages in the biosphere, the role of biodiversity and the hydrology cycle, and the relationship with ecosystems health. They studied how ecosystem health underpins human health and well-being. They also learned about measuring and monitoring and about river basin development and environmental management policy processes. And they learned methods from planning and managing water resources. I invite to the stage a student, Mr. Abu Sharma from Jordan. Mr. Ahim Bisedbi from Uganda. Ms. Ahmed from Sudan. Ms. Al-Assad from Lebanon. Ms. Ade Mikael from Eritrea. Mr. Afar from Eritrea. Ms. Ayuma from Uganda. Mr. Bility from Liberia. Misha Darevian from Lebanon. Mr. Delay from Jamaica. Mr. Dejan from Ethiopia. Ms. El Jurbagi from Egypt. Ms. Enan from Egypt. Mr. Fernandez from India. Mr. Fonchan from Cameroon. And Mr. Guti from Nigeria. Thank you, Constantina and Professor Jubit. I would like to invite the Deputy Program Manager, Jaap Bevers, and Professor of Aquatic Ecosystem, Ken Irvine, on stage. I invite on the stage a student, Mr. Hastings from Guyana. Mr. Holder for Guyana. Mr. Hussein from Egypt. Ms. Kainesi from Sierra Leone. Ms. Mabeta from Zambia. Mr. Muyambo from Zimbabwe. Mr. Obando from Kenya. Mr. Patel from India. Miss Persaud from Guyana. Mr. Ramukio from Tanzania. Mr. Santoso from Indonesia. Miss Yao from China. Mr. Sarsar from Jordan. And Mr. Seo from Liberia. Thank you, Yap and Professor Irvine. Congratulations to all our dear new alumni, our West Wishes. Hopefully, you will also stay in touch with us at IHE Delft and keep us up to speed on where life is taking you after obtaining your MEC degree. Stay connected, please. Now, I would like to invite Professor Eddie Morse, our rector, back on stage to officially close the ceremony.
So first of all, congratulations to all of you. I think you deserve that. So for me, that's super. I think I also saw on stage a couple of examples, and I wrote a nice speech here. I will not read that to you. So if you want to listen what's in there, then you have to approach me for another time. But I really would like to mention, actually, I appreciated the yearbook. So I think it's super nice. I had a quick look in it. It's very nice to see what you have done. So I think it's also a sign of the community spirit that you already have. And I think what Maria Lauer just appealed about, stay in contact. I think it would be quite nice to stay in contact also with your batch, but also with the institute and maybe also with your predecessors and your successors that will come. Another thing I would like to mention is I appreciated also the speech of Nikita, for example. I think she gave a very nice, a very long list also what it is when you get the responsibility to become a water leader. And of course, there is, I think, a quite serious tone under there. With your diploma that you have certain privileges, but you also have certain obligations. One of them that you adhere to the code of conduct, the academic code of conduct, but also to the UNESCO principles. And the diploma is also given to you on behalf of UNESCO. So I hope that you will do that. I'm sure I can count on you on doing that. And to make, say, the leadership in a very small part, I think what is important is you now gain the knowledge, but leadership, and Nikita also said that, is that you also stand up, that you speak out if you see something that you think should be different and that you think should be done in another way. And the other part that I would like to mention to you is we as IHE are quite often involved in all sorts of UN events. You also heard the minister saying about the UN conference that took place in New York. We're also partner and member of UN Water. But if I look at you and if I listen to where you're coming from, if I also listen to what you have studied and what you have done, then I think you are the UN Water representatives. You are representing the world. And I think you can unite the world as well. So I really hope that together you will do that and that you will make that step. So I think there is a super big expectation on you, but I think that there are also a lot of possibilities. And if we can help you to realize those possibilities, we really would like to do that. And there I would like to mention one more thing, is that besides the family and the friends that I spoke about that allowed you to come here, also the people that funded actually your stay here, I think are quite important. And there, of course, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Netherlands, but also other ministries here, but also in some cases your own government, in some cases your family, in some cases it's the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, and in some cases it's also Rotary and others that helped you to fund your stay here. And I would like to thank all of them, maybe also together with you. So also a big applause for all the people that made it possible for you to be here. And then, just to let you know that those people that are funding you are not doing that just for this year. They're funding you actually for the rest of your life. So they're counting on you in making an investment. And just to give you one example, that the Rotary is also making it possible for you to do a sort of feasibility study. So they have some money that is set aside, and you can participate in a contest to see if you can make your motivation, that also again the minister read out of some of you, that you can make that motivation that made you come here, make it happen in your community. And I hope that you will participate in this, it's a little bit of a contest, but it's really meant actually to let you do a feasibility study, and with that feasibility study, maybe to scale it up and make it happen. And I think that's important. I hope that you learned at IHE Delft, that you will also implement it, and that you really make things happening on the ground. And we would like to join you there and support you. But before we do that, I would like to officially close this meeting. Thank you all again, and wish you very good luck with the next step in your water career. Well done. Maria Laura has some more words to tell you how we're going to close the event here in the church.
Thank you.
And before we do that, thank you to Maria Laura as well.
Thank you. Don't put me nervous. Okay, now I lost my, you see, I get nervous. Yes. Okay. Of course, we must have our photo moment, our moment of a good picture. So the photographer will take a few photos from the stage now. After the cortege has left, he will be also to take some group photos from the Orcam balcony. So, if graduates want to be in this photo, please gather on the right side of the doors, there. And we, of course, invite you to wear the graduation scarves that you shall receive. But first of all, for now, why don't I invite you, the graduates, to stand up, and I invite the photographer to take the first pictures. First without, after with. Always smiling, I hope. Rise up. Thank you. Good. And now come a serious part that some words before we leave. Word of caution. Please take care of your diplomas. They cannot be replaced. They cannot be duplicated. So keep them with you or in a safe place at all times, including tonight parties. This concludes the official part of our program for today. Please join us as we continue celebrating at IHE Delft. Graduate, please remember to remain behind if you wish to join the group pictures on that corner. Just now, as the cortege leaves, we will enjoy a musical final performance by Swagatan Chakraborty. May I ask you all to stand up while the procession of the cortege leaves the church? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all new alumni. Big applause. Thank you very much.